garden is like mine. You have plenty of herbs. Well, here to show you how to put them to use is Rita Heichenfeld, who is a certified modern herbalist. How are you?
Well, I am good.
It's good to see you.
It's good to see you. And you know, we were just talking before, everybody's herbs, if you're growing them, are really going out of bounds.
Yeah, they really are.
Early
the rain, the
this year.
heat, it's crazy.
That's right. So what I'm doing today is a wonderful herb spread. It's like the boursin cheese that you buy, Tanya.
Love that stuff.
Oh, it's delicious but expensive, and this is really an economical way to make it. And we're going to show variations on a theme as well. You're going to start off with a stick of butter and either about 8 ounces of cream cheese, and you can use fat-free, regular, or full-fat, whatever
so you
want.
can make this sort of good for you.
Yeah, you could, and you can even use a butter substitute. And now the herbs that we're putting in, we're going to start with parsley. You know, parsley is like a vitamin pill in a plant. And onion chives. Already that looks
smells
good.
So good.
Doesn't that? And dill, you know, dill has a lot of calcium in it. And we're going to put a little bit of thyme. Thyme has a real peppery flavor, so it's just delicious. And oregano. Oregano's, my gosh, that's probably the most healing herb on the planet. Really delicious. And some basil. Now, I know this looks like a lot of different herbs, but if you don't have fresh herbs, the great thing is, Tanya, you can substitute dry.
Okay,
and on our
you
website,
use less with dry, right?
Absolutely. You use 3 times as much fresh as dry.
Okay.
So, and we're going to put some garlic in, as much as you want, about a tablespoon or so. And then we're going to put a squeeze of lemon juice.
Well, that'll really brighten everything up, won't it?
Yeah, that does. That brings out the herbs' flavors. And if you have a little Parmesan cheese, a little bit of that.
Well, why not?
And just a little bit of pepper if you have it, or if you don't, it's okay. Whatever you want. Already that looks just delicious.
It looks beautiful, doesn't it?
And what we're going to do next is we're going to make a really fancy, it looks fancy, but it's so easy.
Look at this.
Belgian endive water lily. And this is Belgian endive, and it comes in these little heads. And what we're going to do is, you can see I've made just alternating petals. I'm going to have you finish it up.
Okay.
And what the nice thing about this is there's no double dipping, because when somebody pulls one out, what happens is you put a new one in.
That's nice.
And you can just keep going up, up, up. Then we're going to sprinkle it.
I'm having a hard time getting this one apart.
Oh, that's all right.
Mangle it. I'm
that's
sure
okay.
of it.
Just use that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. As you get into it, it gets smaller and smaller.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. That looks beautiful.
It does look beautiful.
Let's just stick this in the middle. How's that?
Great.
Okay. Now, here's all the fresh herbs. You want to help me?
I do.
These are the herbs and some edible flowers like rose petals, nasturtiums, impatiens, lots of edible flowers, but that looks beautiful.
Okay, I have to ask you, though, a lot of people do use insecticides on their roses and things like that.
Right.
What should they do if they plan on trying to eat that?
They shouldn't eat.
Don't eat.
Anything that's sprayed, you don't want to eat. That's a very, very good point. Now, what else you can do is you can make, you know, those cucumber sandwiches we all love.
Cucumber sandwiches.
That's a great base for that. And those bruschetta with the fresh basil and tomato, a great base. And if you do like your supper salad, you can make little croutons, or even as another appetizer, you could put little dabs of that in some radicchio leaves.
Yum.
And it keeps in the fridge over a week. So it's wonderful. It's economical. It's delicious. Great way to use your fresh herbs, and also just to entertain your guests and your family.
And it's just nice to get what you're putting in the garden onto your table.
Exactly.
Thanks for helping us out, Rita. Always love having you here.
Oh, I enjoy it too. Thanks for having me on.
You bet. Star Trek